Last year, there were 4 sexual assaults reported on the NMSU campus, but students we talked to believe there were a lot more than that, most just not reported.
That someone had been raped by 2 boys that lived in there, which really scared me because I live in B. I won't say the number, but I live on B. So I was like freaking out and I was like, oh, I better move dorms.
Regardless of how big the problem is here, the federal government has new regulations that place new requirements on universities. The requirements are from the Violence Against Women Act, VAWA.
The VAWA Act and the Campus Save Act took full effect this semester, and nationally they require universities to take additional steps for handling assault cases and in particular sexual assault cases.
The law requires strengthening victim confidentiality practices and providing sexual assault prevention programs on campus. But Lopez says NMSU is ahead of the game.
Fortunately for NMSU, New Mexico state law has already been leading the nation in this area for over a decade. So we've already been doing those things. So for NMSU, it's not a huge change. So we're continuing for the most part business as usual.
He says a lot of states in the U.S. do not recognize dating violence as a crime, which is one of the chief things the VAWA Act requires. He says New Mexico, on the other hand, has recognized dating violence for over a decade, and police have already been making arrests for it. Other than new laws to address sexual assault, students we spoke with have their own ways of protecting themselves.
Honestly, a lot of my friends here are mostly guys, so I just kind of try to walk with them, or if they're not with me, I just make sure my phone's charged enough to get to someone who could help me.
Yeah, I think I have to walk with people. I don't have to walk alone. So with friends, family. I have siblings here, so I walk with them.
Nighttime by myself, no.
Yeah, usually when I'm at night and there's other girls present, I make sure I walk them to their cars or anything like that, just to, you never know, just keep them safe.
The WAVE organization here on campus, and WAVE stands for Wellness, Alcohol, and Violence Education, says last year a little over 800 NMSU students were sexually assaulted under the influence of alcohol, and 200 students sexually assaulted someone who was under the influence of alcohol. And they have suggestions on what to do in the event of a sexual assault. Get to a safe place, call someone you trust, go to an emergency room, and call the police from the ER. And don't be a bystander. Speak up when you see something that looks suspicious, and use the buddy system. Always be aware of your surroundings and what you consume. WAVE provides counseling at NMSU as well as group meetings. You can call them at 575-646-2813.